All right. Let's go ahead and start on our backs and also grab, have your blocks and maybe, have your block of a strap within arm's distance, just in case, like if you need to reach it. But we're gonna start lying down on our backs. And go ahead and bend those knees. And you can take those hands and place them on the belly or on the rib cage. And just slowing everything. Quieting everything. Allowing your breath to become bigger. Bigger inhale, bigger exhale. Go ahead and leave one hand on your belly. So let's leave our right hand on our belly and take our left hand right onto the forehead. And same thing. Just slowing that breath down, but also making that breath bigger. And then let's go ahead and switch. So you can take that left hand to the belly and that right hand just to the forehead. Right hand goes back to the belly. And this time we're going to take our left arm above our head, or like our bicep is right by our ear. So lengthening out through that left arm, right hand is on the belly. So kind of a chest, a little bit of sort of a chest opener, shoulder opener. Not forgetting to breathe. And then switch that. So left hand goes to the belly, right hand up and over, bicep close to the ear. Good. And then you can bring the hands back to the belly. And let's take our feet, maybe take them a little bit wider than hip width, and windshield wiper our legs. So our knees are just going to go from side to side right here. Side, side. Good. And then go ahead and drop over to one side. Still breathing. And then back to center and drop over to the other side. And again, still breathing. And back to the center. Let's go ahead and take our hands, reach behind our right thigh, and you can pull that into your chest. And giving that leg a nice big hug. And then release that. Let's switch sides. So reach behind the left thigh. Or behind that, behind the knee, behind the left thigh, and pull that in. Give that a nice big hug. You can rotate that hip out if that feels good for you. And then go ahead and release that. Let's take our right ankle to our left thigh. Right hand is going to go ahead and push away that inner thigh, push that away. Beginning to open up that outer hip. And breathing. And then bring that back to center. Let's release that down, take it to the other side, go ahead and push that away. And then release that. Good. Again, drop those knees side to side. Little windshield wipers here. From side to side. And then hold to one side. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale it out. That to center. And drop over to the other side. And deep breath here, inhale. And exhale. And bring that back to center. Good, let's drop our knees to the side, take ourselves onto our sides, and then press ourselves up, and we'll slowly come up to simple cross leg pose. And you can sit on a pillow if you want to, or another rolled up mat. That's helpful for the hip flexors. Let's go ahead and sit this up nice and tall. Crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Lengthening up through that spine, maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side, or rocking it front to back. And then let's go ahead and do some torso circles here. So circling the torso. Good, and then circle that the other way. And then go ahead and bring that back to center. Sit that up tall. Let's roll those shoulders back. And roll that back. And roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Good. Sit up tall. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press this down. And again, inhale and lift this up. And exhale and press it down. And inhale and lifting up. And exhale and press down. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our right hand down, reach over with the left. Lengthening through the left side of the body, keeping our left glute pressed into the floor or the pillow, wherever your left glute is resting. Let's go ahead and windshield wiper that arm, left arm to the side. Take our right hand to our left thigh and twist it to the left and breathe. Or windmill. I see a windshield wiper, windmill. Bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep it up. And exhale and press it down. And inhale and sweep it up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop that left hand and reach over with the right. Let's keep that right glute pressed into wherever it's sitting. Good, and then go ahead and windmill that. Take that left hand to right thigh and twist it here. And then bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press it down. And inhale and sweep it up. And let's go and clasp our hands behind us, opening up that chest. Drop our chin down towards our chest. And with that head up to center, let's look to the right and look to the left. Head back to neutral, drop right ear towards the right shoulder and left ear towards left shoulder. And bring that back to center. Bend at those elbows and you can release those hands, shake that out, sweep it up, inhale. And exhale and press. And inhale and sweep it up. And exhale and press. And inhale and sweep it up. And let's clasp our hands behind us again, opening up that chest. Go ahead and drop that chin. Lifting that head center, look over to the left. And look to the right. Head back to center, drop left ear, left shoulder. And right ear, right shoulder. And head back to neutral. Go ahead and bend those elbows, shake that out, and you can just place your hands right there on your thighs. Let's drop that right ear towards the right shoulder again, and then drop our chin to chest, and then left ear to left shoulder. And let's do some neck half circles here. Just taking this from side to side. Very nice. And breathing it. Good, drop that chin. Lift that head up. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale this time, let's take our left hand back to our right thigh. Right hand, let's go ahead and follow our spine down and do a deeper twist now. So deeper twist to the right. Looking over that shoulder. And breathe into this twist. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale and press. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale and press. Inhale and sweep up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our right hand to left thigh. Left hand follows our spine down and a deeper twist to the left and breathe. Good, and bring us back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's exhale. Good, let's bring our arms halfway up. So we've got our arms out. We can see them in our peripheral vision. And let's go ahead and take our right hand on top, left arm underneath, and we'll give ourselves a nice big hug. So reaching our fingers towards our spine. Nice hug here. Inhale deep. And exhale that out. Good, let's open this up and then switch. Taking that other arm on top. So left arm is on top, reaching our fingers for our spine. Nice big hug. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And go ahead and open that up and release that down. Good, if you're sitting on something, go ahead and move that And let's lean this back and we'll take our feet wide and we'll drop our knees side to side here. So now beginning to focus more on lower body. So taking this from side to side. Good. Let's go ahead and zigzag our legs. So we'll take our right leg, left leg, sit this up nice and tall. And let's go ahead and twist over to the left first. So sit into this left side. Oh, yeah. And then big twist to the right. Up tall with that torso, big twist, glute, hip, flexor, hip, lifting up off of the floor. Nice big twist, looking over that shoulder. And breathe it here. And then bring this back to center and let's go quick for 4. Twisting, so 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Let's lean it back and let's drop our legs side to side again. Dropping up from side to side. Good. Take that other leg in front. Left leg in front. Sit this up tall. And go ahead and twist to the right first. And then big twist to the left. Big twist, hip and glute. Inner thigh lifting up, looking over that shoulder. And breathe. And bring this back to center. And let's go quick for 4. Take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and center. Good. Go ahead and let's lean this back. Grab your block. We're going to take ourselves down onto our backs for some bridge work. So we've got our block between our knees and let's take ourselves all the way down onto our backs. So nice flat back once again. And feet are lined up with our knees are lined up with our hips. Let's go ahead, lift our pelvis up towards the ceiling, and then go ahead and lower that pelvis back down. So imprinting the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. So let's go ahead and lift the pelvis up. We'll do this 8 times. And then lower that down. That's 7. Go ahead and lift it up. And then lower it down. There's 6. And lift it up. And lower it down. That's 5. Lifting it up. And lowering down. There's 4. Lifting this up. And lower that down. There's 3. Lifting up. And lower that down. There's 2. And lifting this up. And lowering it down. There's 1. Good. You can press that pelvis into the floor. And we're going to squeeze that block. Go ahead and lift those legs and just let those knees come in. And you can place your hands either on your shins or behind your knees, just to gently pull that in towards you to get a release in the low back. And then release that down. So feet are back down to the floor. Let's line back up again. Feet lined up with the knees lined up with the hips. Hands are pressed into the floor. And let's go ahead and lift ourselves back up into a bridge. And this time we're going to hold this bridge. And you can take your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more. Walk your feet closer to your glutes if you want. And we're going to hold here for 4 deep breaths. So holding this bridge, inhale deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale deep. And exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And one more time, inhale. Then exhale it out. Very good. Slowly lower that pelvis down towards the floor. Good, dropping that pelvis down. And then go ahead, we can lift our legs back up and you can either reach behind the knees or you can have your hands on your shins. Pull that in. And then go ahead, release that down. And you can release the block off to the side. We're gonna press ourselves up right here and we're gonna go into a boat pose. So we've still got ourselves leaning back and we've got the supported boat pose. So heels are pressed into the floor, knees are bent. Let's lengthen out through our arms. So still using that core, still engaging that. Let's bring our hands together and we're going to use our hands like a rudder. So we're going to go ahead and take those hands over to the right. Inhale deep here and exhale it out. Bring this back to center. Now we're going to take that rudder over to the left. So turn that to the left. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Bring this back to center. One more time each side. Take this over to the right. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Bring this to center. Take it to the left. Take that pointer over there. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Bring that back to center. Lengthen back through those arms. And then we can release this simple cross leg and hinge this forward. There. Oh, yeah. Very good. Let's go ahead and lean this back again. Lengthen through those arms. Boat pose again. This time we're going to do single leg boat pose. So let's keep our right heel down, lift our left leg. 2 breaths here. Inhale deep. Exhale it out. One more time. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Release that. Good. Need to shake that hip out. Let's take it to the other side. So lifting right leg. 2 breaths here. Inhale deep. And exhale. And inhale deep. And exhale. Good. Release that. Sit that up tall, simple cross leg, and hinge this forward. And then release that. Let's go ahead and stick this up. So find our staff pose. We'll now straighten our legs, flex through our feet, and lengthen up through our arms. 3 breaths here in our staff pose. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Again, inhale deep. And exhale it out. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Releasing our arms down. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg in and give that a nice big hug. So keeping that left foot flexed. Let's take our right leg over our left. Wrap our left arm around and twisting it to the right. Breathe this here. And then go ahead and twist this towards the inside or towards the left. And bring this back to center. Take the bottom of that foot to that inner thigh. Peace fingers are either going to reach for the big toe or hand for the shin. And other hand can be at your lowest rib or it can be reaching over. Stretch this here and breathe. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Lengthen through this. Find our staff pose here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Again, inhale deep. And exhale it out. And one more time, inhale deep. And exhale it out. Releasing our arms down. Let's take it to the other side. So bring our left leg in. Give that a nice big hug. Flexing through that right foot. Let's take that over. Wrap that right arm around and twisting it to the left and breathe. And then twist it towards the inside right here. Good. And then bring us back to center. Let's take that foot to the inner thigh. These fingers either for that big toe or hand for the shin. And let's stretch this over and breathe. And then go ahead and release that. Good. Let's take our legs underneath us and we'll go onto all fours. Also, go ahead and have your blocks close to you so you can grab them when needed. But we've got ourselves on all fours, shoulders over our wrists, hips over our knees, and let's do some cat and cow here. So drop that belly, inhale, and round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale, and round that spine, exhale. And drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Dropping that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Flatten through the back. Lifting our right arm up, let's thread the needle through, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor, and stretch this here and breathe. And then come back up onto all fours. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. And drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Flatten through that back. Let's go ahead and take other side. So lift this up and thread the needle through, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor. And then go and press ourselves back up. Very good. Grab those blocks. And we're going to be right there on our knees. Got our blocks. Let's take our blocks right in front of us. So kind of making, just holding those blocks. And then let's go ahead and take our right leg in between those blocks and hip hinge this forward. So we'll do a nice hip flexor stretch here. Good. Flexor. And then let's go ahead and shift that weight back. And then let's switch sides. So let's take it to the other side, bringing that leg forward and hip hinge right here. Nice hip flexor stretch. And then let's go ahead and shift that weight back into a hamstring stretch. And then we can put those blocks where you want them for our sun salutations, because that's where we're going right now. We've got our shoulders over our wrists, hips over our knees. We're on all fours, and let's go into our first downward facing dog. So curl our toes under, keep our knees bent. Let's lengthen through the spine first. Relax that head and neck in between those shoulders, maybe nodding the head or shaking the head. And then begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling those heels down towards the floor, waking up those calf muscles. And dropping our heels. And breathing it. Good. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high. Drop both of our heels over towards one side. And then lift up and drop both those heels over to the other side. And lift that back up. And then let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Once we get there, let's go ahead and that nice standing forward fold, let our arms dangle. So let's go ahead and go into ragdoll first. So feet are close. You can even have your toes touching if that's comfortable for you. Letting those arms dangle, nice forward fold, breathing in here. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. Enjoying this inversion, so enjoying that the head is lower than the heart. And then go ahead and allow those arms to dangle. Let's go right to those blocks. Let's inhale, flatten through our spine. Nice tabletop. And then exhale, release it here. Inhale, flatten through that back. And then exhale, release. Our head's been low, so very slowly, let's inhale, sweep our arms up. Nice and slow, head comes up slow. And then exhale, cactus, arms back. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into a lunge. Let's take our left hand on the floor or on the block, and we'll spinal twist over to the right. Good. Bring this to center. Let's take our right foot back to meet our left foot into top of plank. Very good, top of plank. Let's shift our weight forward. Drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl the toes, tricep push up, or the heart goes down to the floor. So heart's going to go down to the floor, elbows are right by that rib cage, and then heart's going to lift up off of the floor. Baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Good, let's go and walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, the front edge of the mat. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back into lunge. Right hand on floor or block, and let's spinal twist over to the left. And breathe. And bring this to center, take our foot back to the other foot, top of the plank. Go ahead and shift that weight forward, drop your front to the knees, uncurl toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Let's do that again on both sides, on each side. So let's inhale, flatten through that spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot forward, left foot back. Left hand on block the floor, and let's spinal twist. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of the plank. Shift that weight, drop to front to the knees, uncurl toes. Take the heart down, lift the heart. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale, sweep this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot forward, right foot back, right hand on block or floor. And twisting up over to the left. And bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of the plank. Shift that weight, drop to front to the knees, uncurl toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog, and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Right edge of that. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back. Let's drop our left heel. We have those blocks on both sides, and let's keep our knee bent. Bring ourselves up into a nice warrior one. Good. From this warrior one, let's go ahead and open up into a proud warrior. So a nice, strong, proud warrior. And breathe. Dropping that back arm, take our palm up. Peaceful warrior, reach through. Then lengthen through that front leg so both of our legs are straight, and we will take ourselves down into triangle. Feeling free to use a block here. Remembering to breathe. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Proud warrior, so bend through that front knee. And windmill arms down towards the floor. Let's take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Good, shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl the toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart. Roll our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Good, let's walk those feet to meet those hands. Standing forward, fold. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. Drop our right heel. Let's find ourselves up. Warrior one. Front knee is bent. Good. From here, let's open to warrior two, proud warrior. Drop our back arm, palm up, peaceful warrior. Let's release that front knee, both legs straight, and take ourselves down to triangle. And bring ourselves back up, back into proud warrior. That's it, please. And when we hold that down, take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop it onto the knees, uncurl the toes, take the heart down, lift that heart up. Roll our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe in here. In our down dog, let's go ahead and center our weight, lift our right leg up, bend in our right knee and drop our right heel over towards our left glute. Good, single leg down dog. Let's go ahead and bring this bent knee back to center and we're going to sweep through into a pigeon on the floor. So let's go ahead and bring this through. And as always, feel free if you want to have support underneath your hip, you could put your pillow, blanket underneath there. And you could be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, or you can be all the way down on the floor and breathe. And let's press ourselves halfway up. Reach our left hand back for that left foot, if that's available to you. And stretching through the quadriceps, the front of that left leg. Stretching, nice, good stretch right there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our left leg around into a pretzel. So let's bring this leg around and pretzel that out, trying to get both of our glutes as close to the floor as possible. Yeah. Breathing. This is one of the ones where the breath is really going to help out, especially if you're holding onto tension or tightness anywhere, basically, but a lot in that lower body. Let's go ahead and swing that left leg back behind us. Press ourselves back up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet here just to release any tension or anything. Finding that down dog, maybe nodding the head or shaking the head. We're gonna center our weight again. This time lifting our left leg, bended our knee and drop our left heel over towards our right glute. Bring that bent knee back to center. And then let's go ahead and sweep it through and take this into pigeon on this other side. And as always, same thing, you can use a pillow, blanket underneath that hip. If you're on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way down onto the floor. And breathing. And press ourselves halfway up. Reach our right hand back for that right foot, stretching. And then from here, let's go ahead and move the leg into pretzel. Try to get both of our glutes to the floor and this one. And breathe. And I'm going to release. We're going to bring our heels together, feet together, and set up tall. And you can either grab your ankles or you can grab underneath your heels, whatever. Grabbing underneath the heels, kind of awkward, but it opens up the hip joints further. Good. Let's go ahead and release that. Take our legs underneath us again, and we're going to go all fours and go into a nice child's pose. So let's take ourselves back into a child's pose. Oh, and lengthen through those arms, reaching through our fingers towards one end of the mat. Looking at our fingers, let's walk our hands over to the right. Then go ahead and take that left hand right on top of that right hand and sit that left glute towards that left heel. Good stretch up the side, left side of the mat. And then let's do the other side. So walk that over. And then go ahead and take that right hand on top of the left hand. And right glute is going to go to that right heel. And bring this back to center, reaching out through those fingers once again. And then let's go ahead and take our arms out by our sides, palms facing up, let those elbows drop open. Now your nice little turtle. And then let's take our hands right by our knees, press ourselves up and take ourselves onto our backs. Grab what you need for final relaxation and also grab your strap. So let's take ourselves onto our backs. And we've got our strap. And then if you use an eye pillow, you can have that off to the side, but within reach, within your arm's distance, hands distance. So let's go ahead and take our strap around our right foot. Go ahead and pull that into the chest, lengthen through the left leg. Good, and then from here, let's press through our heel to the ceiling, pull that leg towards you. Let's take that strap into the left hand and drop that leg across the body, deep twist here. Right arm is in that half T, and you can look over to the right if it's available to you. And let's go ahead and bring this leg back to center. Pull that leg towards you. So I love using the strap. Go ahead and bend at that other leg. Now we can release the strap on this side. Reach behind that foot, behind that knee, and then imagine folding the leg to the belly and the chest. Still breathing. And then go ahead, release that. Release that right leg. Good. Let's take our strap around our left foot. Bring that in, lengthen through that right leg. Bring that left leg in. And press through our heel to the ceiling. Pull that leg towards you. Let's keep our strap in our right hand. Drop the leg across. Left arm is out in that half T and looking to the left again if it's available to you. And then go ahead and bring this leg back to center. Pull that towards you. Bend at the other leg. Release that strap. Let's go ahead and reach behind the foot, behind the knee, and folding that leg. And then release that. Good, let's go ahead and move it into final relaxation. So grabbing that eye pillow, regular pillow, blanket, whatever you need, whatever you use. Let's put that eye pillow over your eyes. You can reach towards one end of the room with the fingers, reach towards the other end of the room with those feet, with those toes, lengthen through the body. Add an inch or two to your height here. Really, really reach through this. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Maybe rotating the wrists or rotating ankles, whatever feels good for you here. Let's take a deep inhale. As we exhale, let's sink and settle. Let those feet just fall open, arms open, relax that face, release the jaw. Relaxing from our toes all the way up to the very top of the head out to the very tips of the fingers, relaxing and releasing that entire body. Just allowing yourself a few moments of quiet here. Slowing that breath, but still a nice deep breath. If you're finding that there's any tightness or soreness or any stress left over anywhere, think about breathing deeply about that. Sending the breath there. Nice and slow, let's begin to bend our knees. Tuck that tailbone under. Through the back a little bit. And go ahead and drop those knees over to your most comfortable side and take yourself onto your side for a breath or two here. And then let's go ahead and slowly press ourselves up. Bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong for you. Sitting up tall, lengthening up through the spine, up through the crown of the head. Good. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and hands down to heart. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center. Take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. And taking our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And one more time, keep it cleansing exhale. Inhale. And a deep cleansing exhale. And have a blessed Thursday, blessed rest of your day, and good weekend.